Hey everybody, welcome to GTO Charts, and happy and excited to be bringing you some brand new charts hot off the press that you should be able to see right in front of you now. We're calling them 6 Max Cash C. That'll be the third type of 6 Max GTO charts that we have, and similar to other charts but also different. First thing to note is we have a slightly different layout here, how things are displayed, but more importantly we have 100 big blind ante, 100 big blind, no ante, 5% rake, no flatting, 3-bet or fold, meaning no flatting out of all the positions when someone else has opened before you. We do flat sometimes from the big blind, but we'll show you that in a moment. Chart color key is standard, same as it's always been. Colors are self-explanatory. Open is that lime green which you see in front of you now. And also note the little GTO Wizard ad here. We've teamed up with GTO Wizard. It is an awesome product, and I hope to be bringing you some videos very shortly about that, and how to analyze hands. It's improved my game out of sight already. I've had it only for about a week, but very excited to be teaming up with them, the people over at GTO Wizard, and yep, videos coming very shortly. But firstly, let's just go through what the 6 Max Cash Chart C all about. I'm also happy to announce that no extra price, and anyone who's a member gets these charts for free pretty much. Okay, so first up is the random number generator that you know and love. Just brings a random number between 1 and 100 every 30 seconds to make decisions here. These ranges are a bit different to what you've seen in the past, not much, but tailored towards a 5% rake and no ante. This is pretty much, so under the gun you open up these hands, middle position, cut off, button, small blind, so on and so forth. Obviously the ranges get wider the closer you get to the button, and sometimes we should just open a don't open king 6 suited 100%, just mouse over, and if the random number is under 33 you open. Just change to 9. One thing is a little bit confusing to some people is if you mouse over and the number changes just as you mouse over, just make a conscious effort beforehand as to what you're going to do. What I do is, if it's just switched over, I go to the number it's switched over to. Just make sure you know that before if you're playing in a game, just to not be confused in the middle of a game as to whether you should be opening or not. From there we get into under the gun facing 3 bets, and middle position when it's facing an open. I haven't put under the gun when it's facing open, obviously, because it never faces an open. So all we have is under the gun facing 3 bets. And we'll just make that a little bigger. I'll get that up there. Let's just start with middle position. So as I said, middle position, as an example, you're in middle position, under the gun has opened. What should you do? Here is your middle position opening range, which is the same as what you see back here. But in this instance, we're in middle position and under the gun has opened. So what we're doing in these charts slash strategy is not flatting any hands. So what we're going to do is be pretty aggressive. This makes the game, in my opinion, makes the game simpler. You have less, to worry about as far as should I flat, should I 3-bet. It's really just a fold or a 3-bet. Obviously we 3-bet aces, ace king suited, and all these top premium hands. And then once we get to some of the other hands, it's a mouse over. When you see it with a only percentage of it in purple, you just mouse over and you see that a7, for instance, we should 3-bet that when the random number generator is 67 and below. Now, what if we 3-bet and we are 4-bet? Okay, for instance, let's take an example. Always good to take an example. A7 suited, we 3-bet, and our friend, under the gun friend, he decides to 4-bet. So we mouse over, look for A7 suited. It's a bit slow to render to start with, and it's blue, so that's a fold. Pretty simple. It's not coloured in fully, but it just lines up with the exact same percentage as this. Pretty straightforward and explanatory. Other hands that you would not fold, in the green you are flatting sixes, and again note, for example, sixes, we 3-bet 16 and below. Now when it comes to, if you get 4-bet, it's still that 16%, which is really every hand you open, every hand that you have 3-bet, if you're 4-bet, you should flat it. So that works out to be still 16%, but you are playing 100% of the hands that you have 3-bet. Hope that makes sense and isn't too confusing. Let's take another example. Kings, obviously we're going to 3-bet kings. No percentage here because it's 100%. We 3-bet kings, we get 4-bet. I think we're going to, well, that's pretty much shove your entire range there. As aces, you're shoving, looks like 50%, and ace king off about, let's say 75. Okay, so that is when you're facing a raise first in, and it goes on again for cutoff. And obviously when you're in cutoff, you can face an open from under the gun or middle position button. You can face a raise from under the gun, middle position, cutoff, and so on and so forth. Small blind can have a lot of opens in front of it. But not to worry, these are GTO ranges of how you should play. Again, notice in the small blind, no flatting involved. I think it's really good, and it really simplifies the game tree, in my opinion. Other things the other thing to note is 3-bets. So again, let's do middle position because it's going to have a lot of people in front of it. You open from middle position with this range of hands, and you are 3-bet from any of these positions: cutoff, button, small blind, or the big blind. Let's take an example, and let's say we open ace queen suited and cut off 3-bets. As you can see, ace queen suited is a flat in all the positions. If you are 3-bet from any of these positions, the GTO strategy is just a flat ace queen suited. Ace king suited looks like, depending on who has 3-bet you, if it's from the cutoff and you have ace king suited, you pretty much 4-bet 100% of the time. Same if the button 3-bets you, and about 50% if either the small blind or big blind 3-bets you. Difference being you will be in position if you're 3-bet by small blind and big blind. However, you'll be out of position if the button or the cutoff 3-bets you. Same again if you're 5-bet. So let's take an example. Ace Jack suited. You open it up in middle position. The cutoff 3-bets you. So in this instance, you see our random number is 55. We would 4-bet it. Now, if you are 5-bet, mouse down here, and as you can see, it's all blue for that Ace Jack suited, so it's a fold. But aces, Ace King suited, and Ace King off, kings, queens, jacks all look like any hand here that you have 4-bet. You're going to continue on and call if you have 5-bet or shoved on. The only spot where everything is different apart from those ranges, as so the facing 3-bets and facing raises, is when you are in the big blind facing a raise. We do have a flatting range here. Now this is really wide. It's something that surprised me. You know, I'm in a big blind and someone from under the gun opens. I am folding. I used to fold lots and lots of hands, but I seem to be defending a lot more recently. You can see that the GTO recommendation is to flat a lot of hands, and of course when the villain's on the button and you're in a big blind, you're going to defend even more. And there's some 3-betting going on here, and chart over if you 4-bet. All pretty simple. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that, and like I said, if you're a member, all cool, you get these charts for free. If you're not a member, you get and you join, you're going to get these charts plus a whole bunch of others. Let's have a quick look. 6 max cash, A, B, deep stack, tournament, 100 big blind, spin and goes, pot limit Omaha, heads up, GTO charts, some Nash heads up, and some push fold charts as well. All that for the one price, $14.95 a month. And let's not forget our new sponsor, GTO Wizard, going to be a link in the description for you to click on to get 10% off your first purchase. And look out for some videos very soon on how to analyze hands in GTO. Okay, thanks everyone, and talk to you soon.